Thank you, bye. Hello everyone and welcome to Gnadenthal in Canada. I got my inspiration for this brand new series from Krustoo. Krustoo is also from Canada, not also because I'm not from Canada, I am from Denmark. But anyway, we are here on Gnadenthal and we're gonna get a busy farm, I think. Right here we got a little low loader, we got a party sprayer, we got an old Messi with a way too big front loader, but that's the way it is. Just go in here. So the series here will, in Canada they have Looney on their coins, and that's why we're gonna go for 50 million Loonies here on the series. I will link to Krustoo's channel down in the description, of course. There we go. We're gonna hook this up, and it is heavy. It is a heavy boy. We got a decent amount of equipment back at the farm. It is a partial custom farm I have done, so I don't know if we are able to fill this over here. No, you know what? We're gonna do that when time is. But over here we got a skid steer, and that belongs to the shop, so we can fill up things up here, that's for sure. We're gonna turn on the beacons here, that's for safety reason. Put on some lights, and then I have to be careful not to tip over here. So I hope you're all doing well and have a very wonderful day. I'm looking forward to this new series, this new let's play, this new challenge. We got a lot of custom crops here on this Gnadenthal, but the map needs a update before it works properly, so for now we're gonna stay on the normal crops until we got this update. And I will also do this a couple of times because I have some game crashes on this map. Yeah, that's the way it is, right? So we're gonna turn into the left here, and then we have to be careful not to tip over. There we go. And then I also want to tell you about the game plan here in Canada. Oh, it's a heavy boy this for this little tractor. But here we go. Here we got my silo. And if we can get up to speed, then we can go down to the yard as well. I think we can just set this one here. Should we try to do that? I think. There we go. Nope. I need to unstrap, of course. There we go. So this will be our little farm yard tractor. Maybe it will do some job as well. Not much, because as you can see next to that we got a 400 horsepower Messi. Like that. And then I will give you a little tour. We got mowers over here. Nice Greenland mowers. We got a 1000 kilograms weight for the big Messi right there. And then we got the little Messi with the front loader. We got a Messi Ferguson trailer as well, and we got a little 8-meter cultivator, and then we got this seeder. It is a beautiful seeder. I'm looking forward to give this a spin. Mostly of this equipment I have not used before. I have used the trailer. I'm using the trailer right now in another series as well, but now we're gonna go for Messi team for now. Maybe we're gonna change out a little bit later. And we got this beautiful Messi Ferguson combine with a Krustoo header. Amazing stuff. I really like this. And then we got an old shed here. I don't know what we're gonna do with that because we're not able to get big equipment in here. So I don't know yet. We have to figure that out. And over here, I have done some change. We got our mailbox right there, a cow, and that will tell you a little about what we're gonna do here. Cough, cough. And I got a little shed here if we're gonna get a car someday or something like that. And yeah, I don't know, but I feel like we need a shed right here. It is not that much, but it is a shed though. And then we got my house. And look at the decoration. I have done a lot of decoration here. Put some tiles down. And over here, we got a swing over there. I think it calls a swing. And then we got some furniture here. We can sit here and drink our coffee, eat some dinner. And I need to do my laundry as well. And then we got this. And I don't know what it calls in English actually. But anyway, there we go. We got our little house here. I really like my little house. And I also like to do this kind of decoration, you know. And yes, we can walk into the house as well. Look at that. Man, I like this. And I can sleep in here and watch TV here. I got a kitchen out here where I can cook my dinner. But I prefer to do that on my barbecue, of course. There we go. I'm gonna close the door. So this is my little farmyard. Little it is, somewhat big. And over here we got this grass area. I think actually we're gonna take the big case so I can show you a little more around here what I have done. There we go. And yes, we're gonna of course do a lot of contract work here. That is my plan. We're gonna do a lot of contract work. I have not installed contract boost from Gaming Joy. I will do it so we, you know, do it the proper way, such to say. So right here we got a big grass area, or somewhat big. And I think we're gonna mow this. We're gonna do some silage bales. And maybe we're gonna seed it to a field until I can buy some more fields. The first field I want to buy, it is just over here. There we go. It is a... The fields here on the map are quite big, but the field I want to buy, it is just here. Oh, I need to drive the proper way. This one here, I'm gonna buy this field. I cannot remember how much it cost, but that is the field we're gonna start with, the first proper field. And then, of course, that field over there ready to harvest, I want that as well. And there is always some traffic jam down here. Man, I don't know where they took their driving license, but if they have one, I don't know. I don't know. So, do you like this farm yard build I have done here? The sheds, they are standard here on the map, and then I have just made a road over here because we got a big workshop, a diesel tank and a charging station at this building. I have just took my freedom to include this to a little bit of my farmyard, if you can say like that. I do also own this grass area right here, so that is amazing. And then I have a road here into the farmyard and a road to the silo. And yes, I have of course auto drive for all this, but I'm gonna expand the auto drive, see if I can get this down. And then we're gonna take a look in the menu to see if we can... There we go. If we can have some contracts. That's nice. Very, very nice indeed. So, oh, I don't want to unfold it. Where to put this for now? Can we get it next to the combine? I'm gonna try that at least. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. No depth and just have some fun. I do not play with season turned on. I have a weed, crop destruction and plowing turned on. Is this so narrow that we can do this? I'm glad that I'm better into this in real world, that's for sure. There we go. I think that is doable for sure. The trailer I don't know what to do with yet. I think it can be out here. That doesn't matter. Oh, I can put it on the shed near the house. Of course I can do that. It is the long version of the trailer. I really like it. Oh, the traffic jam out there. It is really heavy. I was about to say a Danish word right there, but yeah. Let's see if we can do this without getting in trouble. I don't know if it can be in here at all. Almost. That's okay. There we go. And we are in the menu here to see if we can get any good contracts. So baling, oh, we got a big baling right there. That's 19,000, and then I have to lease the equipment, of course. I don't know if I am able to run cosplay on this because I don't want to bail myself. So we're gonna continue and say we're gonna have a fertilizing contract, but I need to buy the fertilizer. I cannot remember if I have. No, look at my money. Now my money are down. I'm sorry for that. I am sorry for that. So fertilizing, I don't want to do that right now. Do we have a... it could be cool to have a harvesting contract right here behind my farm, but I don't think that that is possible right now. Nope. We got a hoeing contract. We can take that. We're gonna borrow the items. There we go. And we got mowing contract. We could do that actually. We're gonna accept contracts because we got our own mower. And then we got some spraying contracts. We got 2631. We're gonna accept that as well because we got our own sprayer. So I think we're gonna see if we can fill up this sprayer up. Yeah, at the store. I don't know if we can do that, but that could be quite awesome. Come on, here we go. I've just put it in here, now we have to check it out again, but that's the way it is, right? So if you can see here, then we're gonna do it like this. And we're gonna drive to the shop. Now we go. And for those of you guys that know how to drive, then I have said no to generate any auto drive course on the map because I prefer to do it myself. And there we go, we are up at the shop. And there is our contract equipment, so we can get that build done. And let's see if we are able to do anything over here. Or we need to buy things, I don't know, actually. Oh. Herbicide, we need liquid fertilizer, I think. Uh-oh. I need to check that. Active spraying. Herbicide. Oh, that was good. I saw that. Man. So I can get herbicide here. And that is quite expensive, so I think we're gonna stop there. 10,000. I hope we can have more than enough right there. That was expensive, guys. I need to do one more contract with herbicide. So we need to drive up to field 26. It is just over there. So do we have a road to that place? I think we can take a little shortcut down here, maybe. And let's see if we can do this. I hope we can go down here. We're gonna do it anyway. Oops, that was a ditch. So this is some of the new crop that are here on the map, but don't want to get too deep into that until, you know, yeah, that it works. And right here to the left, I think we got the field with wheat. Yeah, I think this is the field. Nice. Right here we got the whole contract. It is field 114. So we're gonna turn off the beacons. There we go. And this should be a fairly quick job. I have taken one more herbicide contract because I have just been in the shop and look, it was very expensive to buy the herbicide right there. It is also convenient, but I think we're gonna buy them on pallets, and we got the low loader, and then we can just have them back at the farm. And I think this is 25 kilometers per hour. Yeah, it is. That's nice. And the spraying contract over there, it is 28% done. So I think we are already now in a good position. I must admit that I have thought that I could have a good harvesting contract, because I'm very excited to give that Massey combine a spin, that's for sure. And there we go. So what is my plan here? My plan is that we have to get $50 million bucks, and that is a big job. That is why we have to use contracts a lot and a lot of workers and so on and so forth. And regards to animals, I really like animals in Farming Simulator, and I think we're gonna go with cattle. We're gonna have some cows, but we're not gonna do a unrealistic big cow farm. We're gonna have some cows, but I want a cow barn with the automatic food system, Lily I think it calls. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that and see what we can do right there. Otherwise, I think we're gonna store the crops and we're gonna sell them when the price is right and so on and so forth. We do run easy economy. We have to do that because 50 million, guys, it is a lot of money. But I don't want this to be, you know, a series where I not can yeah, when I lose control, you know, he says, but I don't want to do that. I want to do it a little more easy. Okay, I'm a little bit in shock. Those $10,000 I get for the herbicide, it is almost used. So that is expensive, that's for sure. There we go. I think we're gonna put the front loader. Actually, I think we're gonna try if this can drive into this shed here. I don't think. If it can, it is good. Whoopsie. Nah, I don't know. I don't know about this shit. Maybe I will place down another one that is more usable, if you can say it like that. But for now, we're gonna put this right here. There we go. And then I think we're gonna drive up to the shop because, as you can see, my money, it has going down quite a bit. I have bought myself some herbicide up there, and I have bought myself some fertilizer. And I got double the amount of herbicide for 3,000 less. So it is a no-brainer. Of course, we're gonna buy it up there. And that's the way it is. So yeah, and we got farm mic on the number plate. Of course we have that. So the first spraying contract, it is almost done. He is spraying with 12 kilometers per hour, and the hoeing contract, it is good on the way. So we need the other spraying contract, and we need a mowing contract. And then I'm gonna see if where we are when all those contracts are done, because then we just need to have some more contracts. But I need my big massey because we have to mow the area where I want to have a field. And up at the shop, we have to use the skid steer. No, it's not called a skid steer. Why do I always call it a skid steer? I don't know. So if we're gonna put this just around here, I think we can lower this. Yeah, look at that. Amazing stuff. And we're gonna get this. Why can I not remember what it calls? And here it just says, yeah, forklift. Of course. Sorry guys, it is a forklift. There we go. Let's see if we can get this down here. Yeah, no problem. That's nice. So we can have the pellets. I don't know if we can. I think it is. This we're gonna take one at a time. Usually I am not good at this, you know? And I don't think it is no exception today. I don't know if we can have two. I have to try. No. One at the time, well, that's okay. Let's put on some lights as well. There is a contract done. That was the spraying contract. That is good. Well, right here we got the trailer and right here we got the sprayer, so I think we can fill up from here, I hope. Yeah, no problem at all. It's a good little self-homemade seed tender, this. Should we fill it? Yeah, we're gonna fill it up all the way, I think. And then we just need to drive all the way down south. I think this is good. All the way down south, there is the next spraying contract. And then we of course have the mowing contract, but we need this tractor to do the mowing contract as well. And we got a full stop sign here and no problem. Oh, we have to stop anyway. There we go. Then we have to drive all the way down south. I believe that the farm in here to the right is the starter farm. I saw Farmer Client and Mr. Silly P's map tour from this map here. And it was from Mr. Silly P that I discovered that the additional crops on the map doesn't work as it should, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. The map itself, it is great. And I think the reason why Krustoo started here on Gnadenthal was because it is in Canada where he lives. I really like Krustoo. Let's check. Is this the field? This is the field. There we go. And then she will start to do this. And I will see you when we have to do the mowing contract as well. Okay, so the contracts just keep coming and coming and coming. It is amazing. So we got a mowing contract here again, and this is the same tractor from the other contract as well. And look at this, we got a baling contract. Amazing stuff. And it is actually 38% done. That's good. The two herbicide contracts, they are done. I just want to see him turn around down here, or he. Because there was a little problem just before, so let's check that just to be sure. And the way I'm gonna do this baling contract, well, it's just with cosplay. Then I'm just, that's a tight turn. When you have to calculate a contract, then just put the numbers in the working width, and this was 12 meters in working width. That was doable. And then just the amount of headlands there are in straw, and then just go. That's amazing. And right here we got the grass field. And the mowers I have here, it is also so we can swat the grass, but no need to do that right here because this is just a contract. But my own grass, it's not a grass field, I know that, but my own grass we have to swat because we're gonna make silage out of that. There we go. Oh, this is the first time I'm using those mowers. They are also quite new on ModHub, but look at this. 22 kilometers per hour. That will be very, very good. And I think we just can do it like this. Yeah, that's okay. So 7%, the baling is 45%, the hoeing is 28%. So when those three contracts here are done, then we're gonna collect all the money and see what we have. And we started with 31,000. Yeah, that's good. 30% already because, yeah, it has a good working width and a decent speed, so that is all good. That's nice. Maybe we have to mow those corners as well before we can complete the contract. I don't know. So, do you like this first episode until now? Please let me know down in the comment, guys, and please consider to subscribe to my channel. Give my video a like. I do appreciate that a lot. I think this will be a very good series actually. I'm looking forward just to do some farming, you know. Some ordinary farming. And the baling is 49, the hoeing is 44, and we are 30% done. That is also good. Amazing. I'm driving like I'm drunk, can you see that? Yeah. The time is 10:20 times 1. I'm just going for times 1, I think. Then we can do a lot of things in one day. And we do not play with seasonal growth, so I can see whatever I want, whenever I want. That's nice. %42 done. Okay, 10:37, 10:38 it is now, and the contracts are done. So I just have a cup of coffee and something to eat, so now I'm ready to mow this grass here. This is my own grass, and I think actually we're gonna lease or buy, I don't know, yeah, we're probably gonna lease ourselves a baler so we can wrap the grass into silage, because we want to start to prepare the food for some cows. So yeah, that is what we're gonna do now. But first of all, we of course need to collect some money. And right here we got, look at this. This is amazing. And there we go. We are up to 76,000. Ah, that's nice. Yeah, I think that's very nice. So I don't know if I own all the way out to the road. Probably not. There is also a ditch. I can see that. So yeah, what I'm looking for, it is work mode. Well, I'm just down here at the workshop. And I don't know if I just can park right here. Probably. So I need to figure out, I don't think I got that opportunity to windrow. I know it can do that, but Mario. Oh, there it was. So I think I have bought it before, because it's not free, is it? For 0, yeah, of course. That is strange. But anywho, there it is. There it is, guys. Now I think we are able to windrow. That is good. Oof. I got a little sweaty there, man. It was a little bit hot in my office suddenly. Yeah, what you gonna do, right? Now look at this. Now we can windrow. Oh yeah. And lower down, that is amazing. I think we're gonna try to mow all the way out to the road, but we have to start somewhere, right? And maybe we're gonna do some silage bales out of this, and maybe we're gonna, yeah, I need to take it all, but maybe we're also gonna do some tedding so we can get some hay for the cows as well. But it is actually a decent size field, this. If we're lucky, we're gonna get a lot of grass out of this. Yeah, I don't know. I also have to remember I have the little piece over near the shop area where we can mow as well. Should we try to go all the way out here? Can we do that? Yeah, barely. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Just because I want so much grass as possible. And where to store the bales? I don't know yet. At the shed in front of me, I have a plan, but we're gonna do that next time, because we can get an even bigger shed without it's too big, and then we can have some money as well, so that is good. And now I think we are almost done here, so Maybe we gonna make silage out of everything and let it... Oh, I don't want to let it grow again. And then the last little bit here, and then I'm gonna lease myself a silage baler, a wrapper or something like that, and then I will see you a little bit later. Okay, so I leased this trailer here and that is awesome, but as you can see on the other side of the road I got a contract going on, field 98, and it is fertilizing, and that is all good, but it is not counting at all. That is strange. So look at this. Right here we got solid fertilizer, okay? And in here we got field 98, and this is 98. Fertilizer, I can use liquid, solid, slurry or manure, okay? And I have solid fertilizer, it is not counting at all. So I think there is a bug right here. I will let him do the fertilizing and then I will just add the money for the contract and then I will cancel the contract. And I have a similar contract on field 35, I think it is 35. Then I will see if that is the same there as well. I am driving very slow. I think it is something to do with the baler and the dual chamber. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna get quite a lot of bales because they are only 125 centimeter bales. So we need to collect the bales. And I think we first can do that in the next episode. So then we can start a montage next episode with me cultivating this field into a field that we can seed some grass in. I think that is the best to do. Now we're suddenly driving 16. Strange. Now we're dropping again. 14. That's fun. Well, I've just been out of the game and in again, and this is the other field, and no, I cannot fertilize at all. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I can fertilize, but I am not able to get the contract ongoing. That is strange. But the good news is that I am done with the baling over at my own yard, and I got 101,500 liters of grass that is fermenting right now as we speak. That was 29 bales times 3,500 liters, so yeah, that is very good. But this is strange. I think I will try another contract. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. We're gonna try another contract and then see if we can... Oh man, I hope this is not the end before we start. I have to unload this fertilizer here. I'm gonna do that right here. I've only done field 98. I've not done field 35, so I'm gonna cancel those contracts here, and then I will give myself 10,195. So we're gonna cancel this and collect. Oh, okay. 10,195. There's 400, okay. I will not pay that. So that was 10,595 because I also paid 400 because I cancelled the contract. So yeah, that is strange, man. Well, all the bales are done. And as you can see, we got a lot of bales, and I do not got a bale spike. And yes, I will use a bale spike. I know, do not use the spike when it's wrapped and so on, but it is a game after all. And I also did bale and wrap those over here, the grass over here, so this is also done. That's amazing. I'm gonna deliver this baler back, and then I will try to take another contract and see if the contract system is just broke right now or what is going on. Oh yeah, we gonna get the combine out for a little spin for a very small harvesting contract. And it is actually the field I want to buy as my first field, but I could probably also just buy the field, but I really want to see how this contract system is working right now. So I am very excited to see if the contract will count now. I hope, otherwise then I'm stuck already on the series before I have started this. Oh man. So here we go. Look at this. We're gonna unfold. I really like this Krustoo. When you don't have a combine that is not that big, then it is okay working with, and you don't need a header trailer. That is the most important. Shiny and brand spanking new. That is awesome. So let's see if we can lower this bad boy right there, and we're gonna turn off the beacons and the light as well, and see if the contracts start counting. Please. Yes. That is awesome. So the fertilizing, that is not good. And there we go. We are done with this little project here. Just like that. Amazing stuff. So the contract is working, but apparently not the fertilizing contract. I will try to mess with that off cam and see if I can find a solution for that. Probably not. There we go, 4,925 liters. So yeah, I don't know if that is. I think we have beacon here. Yeah, and I cannot wrap, then I'm drunk. So yeah, the fertilizing is not working, at least at my game save. Please let me know down in the comment if you have come this far in the video, if you have problem on Gnadenthal with some fertilizing contracts. And that should be in here. I forgot to check exactly where it was, but I think it could be right there. Oh, we got animals here at the animal dealer. That is very cool. I love that when modders do this. So should I take a chance and unload? Yeah, I think we're gonna save first. Ah, that was the right spot. That's good. So we got 572, and then we can also collect the money. 1,400, so almost 2,000. That's okay. That's okay. That was more a test than anything else. Oh, look at the animals. Sheep, goats, cows, horses. There is everything in here. That is nice. So guys, I think I'm gonna leave you there. The episode is quite long right now, and I even not got a montage or anything like that. So yeah, some problems and some good things, and all in all, things are starting good. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did to make it. And then I will see you in another episode of one of my Let's Plays. Take care of yourself and be safe out there in the big world. Bye bye.